Maybe I should go to my table. Stonewall, what's up, man? Johnny Dawson, what's up, man? St. Cal, Kilo. We got a good one today. Uh, Shit, this shirt right here, though. This shirt right here, somebody bought that thing. Laker 24, man. I feel you. But rest and believe. Like, regardless of the title of this video, it ain't got nothing to do with big up bloods or down talking nobody. It's just clarification. Clarification. Talk a little bit about my experience, in the pen with LA Bloods. Let's talk about my experience with LA Bloods, because no matter what you may think, like, everybody walks a different journey in prison. Everybody walks a different journey. A lot of this shit is the same. It's repetitive. Like we're all affected by certain stuff. Back up off my crunchy weed. Back up off. But so regardless of what people may think, it's still different. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one too. He said Chris Brown is a real blood, and you know what? He is. He repped that B. He just ain't really from the hood that he say he from. He ain't from that hood. Now Ray J a blood. That nigga's from the hood. That nigga's from the hood. Yeah, we know Chris Brown from Virginia. But you gotta remember too, everybody from every hood is not originally from that hood. So if you get some type of love or something, some people really never come into hoods and really never put in work because they got money. That's just how it go. Yeah, but Ray J a real blood though. I don't care what nobody say. I know. I know. I done met some of his homies on the line. As far as the putting in work asset, I don't know, but I know it's people, it's his homies that vouch for Ray J. I don't know about Bow Wow. I ain't never heard nobody say nigga Bow Wow was in the pen. I was on a block with Bow Wow and nigga pulled a gun and all that shit. I ain't never heard nobody say nothing about that about Bow Wow. I just heard about his limo driver. Yeah, limo driver. I say limo driver was touching him. I remember that. Shout out IB Queefin. Did you ever have to deal with a Fruit Town Pyru? A Fart Town Pyru? I ain't gonna say that because I don't know if that's disrespectful, but a Fruit Town Pyru, yeah, that's the homies. Definitely the homies. Bow Wow is definitely a square. Lil Wayne, uh, all you gotta do is look at the history. Look at the history of Lil Wayne Hood. Look at the history of it. Look at the videos back in the days. They used to wear blue rags. They used to wear blue rags. Real shit. Look at the whole Hot Boy videos. You see Lil Wayne with blue rags. You see Baby with Blue Rags. You see you see BG with Blue Rags, but BG was really a Crip. Suge Knight, definitely a blood. But he a Pyru though. Suge Knight Pyru. He was in Mill Creek too. I remember Suge Knight was in Mill Creek back in the days. I used to hear stories about it, like the homies, like Suge, when Suge hit the yard, Suge really fuck with the homies. Yep. Do I like Sibo music? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I listened to his music more when I was younger, though. Lil Wayne, the PC, and Rikers, not even the on game. Man, sorry. I am sorry to hear that about Lil Wayne. Let me see. What about Cypress Hill? Hey, y'all, out of respect, can y'all hit that like button? Por favor. For y'all don't know, that's Dirty Sting. Dirty says, out of respect, can you hit the like? Like, check. Por favor. Like, check. Por favor. Was MOB Paru. You know what? Pac fuck with them. Pac fuck with them, he did. But he fuck with them by way of Suge. By way of Suge, Pac fuck with them. If he had never met Suge, Pac wouldn't have been no MOB Pyru. He wouldn't have been from the mob. He wouldn't have been. Pac had more action at being from the mob that's in the Bay Area. The Bay mob. He had more action at being part of that than he did that down there. But Suge paved the way for Pac to come on in. And that's what happened. Y'all didn't know. Pac was kicking in doors with bulletproof vests in Compton. Y'all didn't know that, huh? Back to the real nigga? Yes, he is. Ingle Jingle. Ingle Jingle. That's what they say. That's what they call Inglewood. Angle Jangle. Hey, Andy, check this out, man. Andy, how you gonna like you gonna think the video on the Cellies is funny? That was emotional. That was emotional, man. Let's talk about emotional ass Celly, man. He traumatized me, put me through some shit. But nah, that shit was funny though, especially when I was talking about Rudy, me and Rudy going through that shit where the toilet shut off in the summer. Man, looky here. That was some traumatizing shit. Picture this. The cell already little as fuck. It's already little as fuck. So when you got a shit and the toilet don't go down, you know the first like two sets of logs, as long as they like close together, they ain't gonna be too bad. Let them two sit in the toilet all day long. Next thing you know, two more sets is coming. That's when it get ugly. That's when it get ugly. It used to be like this. When the toilet shut off for 2 weeks straight, it used to be like blood. Is you about to take the lid off the toilet? Because we made something out of a box and put like a cloth around the box and stuck it on top of the toilet, right? Used to be like blood. Is you about to take that box off that toilet, blood? Give me a warning. I'm telling you, blood on the beat. Give me a warning. That's how bad that shit was. Jay Stalin. Fuck with Stalin. Y'all tell the truth. Y'all didn't get up with Stalin until like the last like 10 years, huh? Y'all didn't get up with Stalin in the last 10 years. I was fucking with Stalin in 2005. Jay Stalin had a song called Listen to My 808. Chevy ride by candies on scrapes. That was 2005. On behalf of the streets. Old school. Was Easy E a real Crip? Yes, indeed. Did 40 bang? No, because there's no gangbangers in Vallejo. They don't gangbang in Vallejo. There's gonna be a part two. There's gonna be a part two to that Sellies too. Cause just think, I only hit about six Sellies, six, seven Sellies. I hit some of the realest ones, but that was, man, just think how many Sellies I really, really had. I had at least 100 Sellies. At least. So that was like six or seven. So there's gonna be a part two. Cause I'm gonna really think about the most fucked up Sellies I had. Most fucked up. That's right. Look at Insta Kid, man. Let's look at Insta Kid. Big Lurch. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. And let's be honest too, because you know what? Because if I don't know, I ain't gonna say. So I don't really know like where Big Lurch is from. I thought Big Lurch was a Crip actually, but I don't know where he's from. All I know is he ate his girlfriend for lunch. That's all I know. He locked up at CDC somewhere. Last I heard, it was like he was in like Lancaster, but he came out with SIBO. So it's a trip. But the people that rap with SIBO at the beginning, no matter where they was from, we just naturally assumed they was Crips. Because there was no Bloods rapping with SIBO in the beginning. Like it was too much gangbanging. There was too much gangbanging going on. So there was no way no Blood was gonna be on the thing with SIBO in the beginning. Now as time went on, see what y'all don't know is SIBO has brothers that are Bloods. SIBO is the oldest Crip brother. Then he had a little brother named Allen, who's rest in peace. Then SIBO got a brother named Drew Rue. He got a brother named D Rue. He got a brother named Miko, and he got a brother named Lil Miko. See, I know my Sacramentans. Faith Hope. How can you send money? Uh, the moderators will put the link, but I appreciate everything. Post that link, Sencal, for Faith Hope. I was Roscoe's. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you something I got at Roscoe's. Hold on, let me go get it. This shit right here. This shit right here. Bam. This is strawberry cheesecake, right? In the jar. See, it's layered with the strawberries, with the cheesecake, with the cheesecake cake stuff, with the bread. Man, this shit fire. I put this in the refrigerator, right? I'm surprised it's still there. My mom seen that shit was like, so whose cake is that? He was like, so whose cake is that? I said, you want some? She was like, indeed I do. Yeah, but that's that Roscoe's cheesecake. But as far as the food though, I could have ate me one of them waffles at home. I could have went to KFC and got some better chicken. Matter of fact, KFC's chicken and waffles was probably better than Roscoe's. This is my opinion though. Just my opinion. I could have saved my money. Cause I'm gonna tell you something. Her little bill is my bill. $40. $40. Then we got the drinks. Two drinks and two cheesecakes. $40. $40. Plus a tip. We left out that motherfucker. I think I spent 100. I walked out with like $10 and some change. How y'all ain't mentioned game? Game, real power roof. See the block. MC8, real crip. Track Newport. Burning Sesh, 45 minute. Yeah, for real. Let me see. Yeah, we got 25%. So, Herb Dizzle, what you know about Sayonara Drive? I lived on Sayonara. What you mean what I know about Sayonara? I lived on Sayonara and I went to Will Rogers. That's where they sent everybody to. And I went to junior high with Matt Barnes. Matt Barnes went to school with him. DJ Quick, Real Power Roof. Man, I've been hearing that. Man, I thought Texas time was like real live, like serious shit. Real life serious shit. All right, so we're gonna talk about these LA Bloods though, because there was a time where I programmed a certain way. So check this out, man. First of all, me personally, when I hit the pin in '98, right? I was in Salinas Valley. There was there was Sacramento Bloods and LA Bloods. It was a hill that we both shared called Blood Hill. But and we had I mean and that's where everybody checked in on the yard. All the LA Bloods, all the Sacramento Bloods. We checked in there. But shit started happening. When shit started happening, people started going their own separate ways. So what happened is when the LA Bloods started burying knives on Blood Hill. So what happened is if we kicking it on the hill, whatever, and the Sacramento Bloods and the police hit the hill and they start to dig, they find these knives. They gonna put the knives on whoever be there the most. So the older homie D Hunt was like, "Man, fuck this shit." So we went and moved and got a different spot. So what happened is the LA Bloods got into it with the IEs, right? They got into it with the IEs, and it happened over. Matter of fact, Bosco and Rico from IE. Now the way IE function is IE they be all together. Like they Bloods, Crips, Mob all together. So you fuck with one IE, you gotta fuck with them all. And what happened is Bosco was woofing and Rico fired on him. Bam. So the homies was like, Blood, you got to go back and fight this nigga. Told Bosco, you got to fight this nigga. So at first, Bosco was like not wanting to go fight. Then all of a sudden, then I guess all the blood started coming up out of the building. Like blood was happening because they didn't heard that the nigga Bosco then got knocked out. So so when they got the pushing around the track, it was I ain't gonna lie, it was hella bounty hunters. But they got the pushing around the track. Like where this nigga at? So they got around the track and they told Bosco, blood, all you gotta do is swing. So Bosco went back to fade the nigga. When he went back to fade the nigga, that nigga Moscow swung. He kind of hit Rico. He kind of hit him, but Rico swung with everything he had and slipped at the same time. Swung, slipped, bam, caught Bosco in the face. When he hit Bosco, I don't know. He just back then the Bloods used to be like ooh ooh. When the Bloods did that, man, they still know man. Look, I was in the building. I wasn't outside. I was in a building, and I was looking out the door because I kind of had an idea it was about to go down because I heard about it the first half of the yard, and I got in. So anyhow, man, when that next thing you know, you hear ooh, ooh, man. All you see from the door of the building, all you see is hella bloods just run by. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So at the end of the day, they got man hella blood. The Bloods got so motherfucking short on that yard after that. On B yard in Salinas Valley, they got hella short after that. So then that's when we started clashing. The LA Bloods and Sacramento started getting into it. It was no hard feelings, but that's just the way it was going. But at first I thought it was all Bloods together, right? Then we split up. So what happened is that's just B yard. That was the politics for that yard. So what happens is I go to A yard. And the homies is thick out. The Sacramento Bloods is thick. But the problem with it's not the problem, but the thing with the Sacramento car is we're an umbrella. So not everybody from Sacramento is a blood. Some people from Sacramento is just from Sacramento. They just squares from Sacramento and they rock with Sacramento. That's one of the differences. That's why when LA Bloods, like they come over, they don't know who's a blood and who's not. That's why most of the Sacramento Bloods push over to the LA area because there's no confusion over there on the yard. There's no confusion in the LA Blood area. So that's where we go, if we want to be around the homies. But they also know when they come around us, they about to be with some squares. They know that. But it's all good because these squares are some real motherfuckers. That's why they're able to function in a Sacramento 916 umbrella. So I say this to say, like me personally, I have nothing against no LA Bloods. None. I got nothing but love. I got nothing but love. The only LA Bloods I ever had a problem with was the ones that had a problem with Sacramento. And that wasn't hardly any because the ones that I thought had a problem with Sacramento when they met me, they was like, that's a real nigga right there. So what happened is the second yard, A yard I went to, it was LA Bloods there, but they was clearly doing their own thing, and the Sacramento was doing their own thing. But it was fresh off the X-rated riot. So what happened is after the X-rated riot happened, they got rid of damn near all the Sacramento Crips. And then what happened is they got rid of a hell of LA Bloods too after the X-rated riot. See, you see how I slipped that in? I said the X-rated riot. See, y'all wanted me to go into it, but I'm not. So anyhow, when I left that yard, I ended up going to C yard. C yard is a 180 yard. That's where niggas is not playing. They not playing on hella yards, but they not playing on the 180 yards. It's like no zero tolerance for nothing, right? It's a war with the Mexicans. It's a war with the Southsiders. Like it's on sight. Like if they crack this door, they crack my neighbor's door, I might be cool with my neighbor. But if they crack these motherfucking doors, it's on and cracking, right? So I ain't got time to be worried about who's a blood from here, who's a blood from there, who a Piru from there. Hell nah, it ain't nothing that. I did find out. I'm like, what homies is from Sac? What bloods is from Sac here? Man, it was like one homie from Sacramento on this yard. It's all LA Bloods and Pirus. One homie from Sac. So you think I'm gonna be like, oh, this the Sac car right here, just me and the homie? Hell no, you better fall in line and program. Better fall in line and program. That's how I know. That's how I got to understand the LA culture. That's how I got to understand the LA culture because I wasn't having no cellies from like Sacramento like that. If I was, we was hella tight. We was hella tight if I had a celly from Sacramento. But most of my cellies was from LA, so that's how I understood like the LA culture. That's how I understood it. So on some yards we program with the LA Bloods. On some yards, we do the same. We do different things. But we do rock under the B. We do rock under the B, meaning like, if you a blood, I'm a blood, we got certain expectations, and even though you over there, we over here, we still abide by this B. Yes, that's how it goes. So for them subscribers that was having something to say like Dirk got an issue with LA Bloods or something like that, nah, bro, you wrong. You wrong. Some of my tightest folks is from LA. So let's get it straight. So when I went down there and seen little Nipsey's mural and things, that's what's up. Look, that's what's up. Especially for a Sacramento nigga. It's hella people from Sac that I seen like go see Nipsey mural. But I don't know what Nipsey meant to them. I know what Nipsey meant to me. I know what he meant to me. When I get out the pen 2013 and I meet my neighbor who's a young nigga. I met my young nigga, his name Cash, A-Cash. Check him out on YouTube. But he was my neighbor. I used to hop the fence and go smoke blunts with him. That's where I learned. That's where I got backwoods from, my neighbor. But he used to be like, listen to this dude. This is 2013. Listen to this dude. He started playing Nipsey Hussle. And from then on, like I never let up off of Nipsey Hussle. That's why I'm going to see that memorial. I mean that mural. That's why it meant something to me. And I'm a Sac nigga. See, my motherfucking battery just said it was low. But guess what I got? Yeah. So how many years total did you spend incarcerated? 17 plus. I went back and did 22. And I'm not bragging, but at the same time, for what I went back for and did that little 22 months for, I'll do it again. And I bet you would too. and you would have went back. It just so happens that I'm a felon, so I can't defend myself in California. Certain states you can, but in California, you can't defend yourself. Yeah, they've been trying to get me to make a video about the X-ray for a minute, for over a year now. I can and I will one day, just not doing it no time soon. Like I got paid to do that one. That was like Boss Master, what's happening? Let's see. Irv says, to me, it's just a trip that, at least from my understanding, that one can just say they're a blood and there's no vouching. Like the MCs, there's no way anybody sliding in saying they are someone they're not. So let me say this. As far as like my hood is predominantly Bloods, period. Like Del Paso Heights is predominantly Bloods, period. There is a Crips hood in the Heights, but they one street. They one street. Other than that, there's my hood is predominantly Blood, so you already know off top. He from the Heights, he Blood. If he from the Heights and he not a Blood, he probably a OG that was from predating Bloods or something like that. But that's it though. You're not just about to have no like young nigga coming up and saying I'm a square from the Heights. He just automatically a Blood. That's just how it is. So by the time you get to the pen, you trust me, you would have been and got beat up in the county jail, and if you didn't know what you was, your decisions would have been made in that county jail. So by the time you got to the pen, you would have knew exactly who you was. I'm a Blood. Period. I'm telling you, I knew when I got to the pen, motherfucker from Oak Park walked up on me and says, "You a Damu?" I was like, "Hell no, I ain't no Damu. I ain't no Damu. I'm a Blood." He said, "If you a Blood, you was Damu." I said, "Yeah, but I'm a Blood though." He said, "No, Blood is Damu in Swahili." When I was like, "Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I'm a Damu. I'm a Damu." But at the same time, for my hood, I've been a Blood for as long as I can remember. That's the thing. Like now, I'm at the age where I be like, I'm a Blood, like I'm a I'm a I'm a gang member, not a gang banger. Like if I hit the pen, I already know where I'm going. I'm going with the Bloods. I already know that's something that I never stepped away from. So it's not something that, shit. I ain't laid my flag down. People just really changed their life, really. And Pac could say whatever he wanted. Pac used to say MOB though. You never really heard him say blood too many times. Tell him about Purple Passion. That's no. Purple Passion is not educational, but I think I gave Purple Passion life. I think Purple Passion was a folklore that was inside the pen, and Dirty came out and gave validation to the legend of Purple Passion. Then, okay, look, fine. Look, come to find out, it's a Purple Passion in every state. Every state. I didn't got comments. Every state has their own version of Purple Passion. Purple Passion was a 6'7" black ass motherfucker with long hair that could box hella good. He'd get you in the boxing ring, get you with a two-piece and a biscuit, a boom boom boom, you out. When you out, he's sucking on your weenie. That's what he want. He didn't want your winchels. He wanted your weenie. So and then in another state, they said it was a motherfucker. He boxed with you, knock you out. When you wake up, he got a candy bar on your stomach because he didn't blew your socks off. So yeah. See her peaches. The Crips from DPH is Nogales. Nogales gets the Crips. And trust me, In the '90s, it was man, it was real because it's like the streets is hella close. But I man, everybody from Nogales, if they manage to survive this many years, then they real G's. So OGs from Nogales, man, hell yeah, nothing but love. But how did it happen? A dude named Dollar. Well, I only know one version, but dude named Dollar from LA who actually went to Stockton and then he came to the Heights, started Nogales Gangsta Crip in the '80s. Do you stick to your race or did you fuck with the others in Northanians? Man, I fucked with everybody. In the pen, I fucked with everybody, man. I didn't, man. If you was able to do business with me, then I fucked with you. Like it's all about respect. You know who respectful, who disrespectful. You already know. Nah, no, Dallas, Del Paso Heights. So I'm gonna tell you something, Boss Master, because you be asking questions. You be like really wanting to know. First of all, shout out to the Dirty Nation. Shout out to the person that bought this shirt. He bought it for $21. That was the highest bid for this shirt. That was the highest bid. So anyhow, MOB. Man, what I noticed, I learned something about MOB in 2017. I learned this. I learned that in the Bay Area, they have their own mob. Like they like it's really like the mob in the Bay. That means and the mob is Oakland, San Francisco, Richmond. It's a lot of people that fall up under the mob umbrella. But that's that mob. So in Sacramento, you got Creek Mob. You got Creek Mob, and then you got man. Wait, what's the other one? What's the other one? Well, look, you got G Mob and you got Creek Mob. Now they fell up under their own thing. Now what it means? I mean, pick one. Money over bitches, members of blood. I man, what's it? Members of blood, money over bitches. It's hella different acronyms though. But I ain't from the mob. I'm not the mob. It's a Matter Mob too. The Matter Mob too in North Sacramento, but I ain't from no mobs. So I don't know. You have to literally go to them hoods and ask, what does it mean? Some mobs got two B's. Like right there, like Creek Mob. That's two B's. John Mack. They go Viking. Talk about little man chaos. Man, I ain't trying to give Chaos no airplay. That motherfucking Chaos's ass is in motherfucking SNY. I don't know why he went SNY, but that just happened to be somebody that then ran into me and Nate. Me and Nate. He said Wi-Fi check. Nah, but it's about time to roll up another one though. Who's smoking right now? Who's smoking right now? Cause I know I need to be. Cause guess what? Dirty ain't never had 65 people in the motherfucking chat. Bust that motherfucker open in. Bust that motherfucker open. Yeah. So celebration. I probably got hella convicts on my shit. That's what it is. They didn't heard dirty live stream be kind of popping a little bit. So they go borrow the phone from the homie, be in the pen checking dirty out. That's the homie. That's the homie. Ooh, dirty at 70. Look at that shit though. Fuck that shit do like. Men of business. I've heard that. I've heard that. Michelle Obama. Man, look at here. Man, somebody grab him by the back of the neck, man. Somebody grab him by the back of the neck and slap that motherfucker. He said Michelle Obama. Wow. That's the mob. On everything. She probably really got a mob too. Bunch of females that support her too that'll kill your ass up. But fuck with Michelle. You better not say nothing bad about Michelle. Them females will be at your door. And they not all black. Oh yeah, this motherfucker gonna burn right. I know some of y'all burning something out there. Who burning? What y'all burning? So what happened with the integration? So I guess obviously you didn't see that video I did. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all something. As I was getting ready to get out, I'm getting ready to get out. I took the day before to write out a message that I was gonna read as soon as I got out. As soon as I got out. So that's what I did. And what I did is I spoke on integration. I was one of the first people to speak on integration. I was one of the first. Matter of fact, I was the first person to speak on integration. All you gotta do is look at Dirty's video and look at the date that I posted it. Cause I posted it. I matter of fact, I got out June 8th, 2018. That's when I spoke on integration because I was inside. I knew what was about to happen. I knew what was going on. Because that was the hot topic inside. I was affected by it because when they used to bring the PCs in, first of all, they desensitized the ranch. They started putting PCs over on Folsom Ranch. That's how we knew it was real. They put PCs on Folsom Ranch. But when you come to get your processing, you gotta go through Fish Row. You gotta come inside Folsom Prison. But when you hit the ranch, you go outside the gates. So every time they brought the new fish in, they coming inside the gates. Man, they shutting our program down. They doing hella shit, no movement, making our yard hella late because they bringing the PCs in. So it was no, like, so then when we heard the first buzz of the integration, because we looking at this shit on TV, like if y'all may not know, but in prison they got like a news bulletin, TV screen for to tell you everything that's going on in prison, like the different programs, AA, NA, all this movie channel, all this shit is on this one particular channel. But there was information about the integration going on. So what we heard is that the first bus that pushed up to Mill Creek Prison, the first GP bus that pulled up to Mill Creek Prison, they got off immediately. Like they got off, but the PCs wasn't doing no plan either. Like the PCs knew it was coming too. So they got off on each other. So the GPs is thinking, man, that's some good shit because now they gonna think twice about this integration. Man, look, for every victory, you have a loss. For every loss, you have a victory. So that might have been a victory as far as Mill Creek went, but they had at other prisons where where they was integrating and motherfuckers was going for it. Motherfuckers was going for that shit. So all I knew is that it seemed to me like to be a ploy to prevent people with life sentences that have been trying to get home forever to see their loved ones. Like it was a ploy to take their release dates. Because in California, you got motherfuckers that got 10 to life. They got 10 to life. And they done 20 years on that 10 to life. So they was trying to do away with all that shit. At a time where they letting motherfuckers go home, you do this. You call it climate control. You introduce poison into the population and let it flow, let it go how it go. And what happens is one little bitty ass fight. And let's get it straight. I ain't got nothing against PCs. Y'all did whatever happened. I'm just I live my life. I never went that way. So, but what happens is them lifers, man, they've been working hella hard, staying out of trouble, all the shit. Next thing you know, the PC come, they walking down the hallway. You ain't got no choice because the PC is gonna get off on the first active or whatever they want to call it. They gonna get on the first one. Next thing you know, you gotta go to board. And you gotta explain why you was defending yourself because you was under attack. Next thing you know, 5-year denial. 5-year denial. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. So when I came out June 8th, 2018, you could tell from my video that I'm reading a paper that I wrote in my cell. I'm reading the paper that I wrote in my cell the day before that I knew I was going to read and come out and read and post so y'all could know. He's smoking that wedding cake. Mm-hmm. White runts. Ooh. Ray Rue from Sac that died in the pen. Ray Rue. I don't know, man, but shit, I'm pretty sure I could figure out who he is, though, especially if he a homie that died in the pen. Billy Stones, what's happening? Some down under homegrown. That's a good way to disguise some bullshit. Call it from down under. It's some homegrown that's some fire though. I ain't gonna lie. Chronic and dynamite hash. I would not be smoking with y'all that be smoking hash and shit. That shit just too goddamn strong. That ain't no normal shit. How much you spend on bud? Man, I look for the best deal. I'm a budget smoker. Man, they got eighths. I went to Connected. Like I went to Connected, burner spot where I got this weed. Man, they got eighths in there that cost like $100. I can't picture that. So I go in there, I get my little $15 eighth and call it a day. Hey Fabian, check this out. I'm gonna tell you something. And this some real shit. And it actually didn't work. But I never read these letters. As I got closer to going home, I wrote a letter and sealed it and mailed it, right? And each letter was a message to myself. If I get discouraged, read this letter. Bam. And it's a letter to myself. What I would tell myself right now in the mind frame of how I feel. Then I had another letter. Uh, if you feel like giving up or you're off track, read this letter. I wrote letters to myself. I don't know where they are now. They're probably in stores though. But I wrote letters to myself. That's not a uncommon thing. New Mexico, what's happening? Man, that's the thing, man. What y'all don't know is me and Nate talk every day. Like that's really my homie. So I really like I fuck with Nate. So of course we're gonna keep it going. Shout out 505. I'm gonna tell you something. Why blacks never discipline the woman beaters? You know what? I have no idea, right? But I do know this. I do know this. It was a dude that hit the yard that killed his kids. Like he didn't beat the bitch. He killed the kids, right? When I found out about it, Oh man, I was put it like this. When I found out about it, his celly beat him up, right? His celly beat him up, so then they got him off the yard. But come to find out, when the dude from the Bay told us the shit he was doing, then come to find out that happened and the homie knew, I was trying to stab the homie. I was look, I was trying to get clearance to stab the homie because he killed his kids. But if he would have killed her, I don't his mother, like the kid's mother, I don't I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I don't know why. Like I wouldn't stab him from killing her because I don't know what they was going through. I don't know what they was going through. But the kids was innocent, so I know what they was going through. That's why his ass would get stabbed. Hopefully that explains something. Seattle, Washington. That's what's up. Is Mozzie ever in sack? Yep. How do I know? Because it's hella my partners from Oak Park. And whenever he comes into Sacramento, somebody catch him. And then when they catch him, they take pictures and they post him. So I know he be. Gorilla Black. Only Gorilla Black I know is from Stockton. He said $75 for runts and exotic here in Michigan. Oh yeah, that's ain't that shit legal now in Michigan? See out here, this shit come like this. This shit come in jars. Look, this whole big ass jar is nothing but an eighth. Nothing but an eighth. Here go another one. I'm sitting here advertising flow counter. So if y'all just now about to get dispensaries in your state, this is y'all future. Cause it has to have the THC levels. It has to have like what it is, how strong it is. Do it got CBD in it? You gotta do all that shit. That's the future. This I got a raw paper rolly too. These like $5, but this motherfucker 27%. So when you start paying attention to the percentage, the percent of the weed too, anything like 20% to 30% in the weed, for me that's cool. That's cool. But if you get upper 20s, you know that's dope, dope. You know that's dope, dope. You're upper 20s. I know. Man, they got grams that they sell that come in big ass jars like this. They got grams. It be this big ass jar and one little big ass gram. That's how they gotta do it though. You gotta know like you have to know the percentage and the THC levels and all that shit. Even when you buy a Rolly, you gotta know it gotta come with it now. That's just how it is. Cheesecake. Yeah, who's high? Who's high? Cause I know I am. And I know I just looked over at it. It just called me. Like I just was talking to y'all and just looked over and it was just like right there. Say this don't look good. Say it don't look good. Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles Strawberry Cheesecake. Yes. Now I need a check. Yickety. Dirty is feeling good. I told y'all, this motherfucking live stream hit like 75 people. This motherfucker is 75 people. You think I'm not gonna keep smoking? Shit. As long as these numbers is up, why the fuck I'm gonna stop smoking? Yes. Salivating. You want to know something? Look, I was about to, before I went live, I'm glad I held it because I went to a soul food place. I got ribs, real ribs. Yeah, this is torture. Look, you see, it's juicy. Yes, with the cornbread. I took a bite of that shit though. But see, here's the problem. Here's the problem. This the problem when you get the Oreos. I got the Oreos. I got the munchies. Look, you gotta have the orange juice though. The orange juice. See, and since it was a soul food, they got some motherfucking macaroni and cheese and things. Macaroni and cheese and things. I haven't tasted that shit right though. It don't look like it's like all like handling. It don't look like it's all that's handling. And then there's a bumpy sighting. Oh my God. Did he really just show that? No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Dirty is truly OG. Dirty is truly OG. Hey, you know what? I got way too much different food, right? But I'm gonna eat them at different times though, so that should be like good. Like I'm gonna eat the sweet shit with the sweet shit. I'm gonna eat the sweet shit with the sweet shit. I'm gonna eat the meat shit with the meat shit. And I'm gonna drink the drink shit with the drink shit. You know, I'm good. Hey, all eyes. All eyes, look, don't mention that again. That's between me and you. That's between me and you. Not a word. Not a word. Hell yeah, look. I said as long as these numbers is oh, I didn't show y'all these. What are these? What are these? These are gummy edibles. Gummy edibles. Yes. I'm gonna be honest though. I ain't fucking with these though. I ain't about to fuck with them. I ain't crazy. I fuck with edible and fuck around and be sleep on live. Like fuck with edible and be like talking to y'all and just John Max said he gaining weight watching this live shit. Motherfuckers should be getting high watching this live cause shit. This my last blunt. I don't care if it's at a hundred viewers. This my last blunt. Y'all gonna fuck around. They go Viking. You hella short. They go Viking hella short. You 6'1". Man, look. I remember when I was in Atlanta, right? I was at this bowling alley in Roswell. In that Roswell. And the dude, right? I told him I was from California. He was like, "Oh, you from Cali?" He was like, "Oh yeah, that's what's up." He said, "You get weed?" I was like, "Yeah, yeah." He said, "Man, look, man, that motherfucker hooked me up with an all day pass, like a card, so I could just slide and play the games and just play the games." He hooked me up, right? But he was like, "You heard some? You heard about us?" I said, "Huh?" He was like, the runs, the runs. I was like, "The runs?" He was like, "No, no, no, the runs, the runs." I was like, "What did you talking about?" He's like, "Like runs, the candy." I said, "Oh, runs." I said, "What is it?" He said, "It's like a weed." He said, "It's good weed. It's fire weed. That's what they own out here." I was like, "Oh, runs." So that Runts really hit. I first heard about it Runts in Atlanta before California, to be honest with y'all. And then y'all know Dirty well traveled, Dirty well traveled. But I didn't hear about runts in California. Like it wasn't like I didn't know nobody that had no runts in California. Nobody. But I know people that had runts in Atlanta. Yeah, Maui Wowie, that's old school, man. That's old school. He said, "What's up with the connected cats?" Man, look, I stay at that motherfucker. But I ain't getting they charge outrageous. If you ain't getting what I'm getting, man, you better be prepared to pay some outrageous ass prices. I quit smoking. That's what I do. I quit smoking or I grow my own shit, which is what a lot of people do in California. They grow their own shit. Uh, DJ Jackson, see, that's some history right there. He said we got runts in the UK. I wonder was it in the how long it's been in the UK though? Because runts probably was out there first, but it comes down to who created that strand though. Like the cookie strand, we all know the godfather of the cookie strand. We all know who that is. So anything cookie is him. But where did runts come from? Trainwreck is old school fire. That's damn near like somebody with gin. Like that's old school. Trainwreck. We ain't heard about Trainwreck since like the mid 2000s. Like it was bang. It man, Trainwreck was it. Trainwreck and White Widow. That Cherry AK. A Cherry AK go. That's all right. How many blunts do you get out of it? Hey, I get three. I get three. Out of this eighth, I'm gonna get four. Out of this one. But I don't know. I don't really share. Like I don't smoke like a lot of my blunts to the face. A lot of my blunts to the face. So I ain't gotta roll a African Bambata. I could just roll me like like a stubby like this. This blunt is bigger than a lot of people blunts I've seen. I've seen some people roll some little big ass blunts. I'm talking about blunts so little when you hit them, you like this. Like your head, you can't see me. You can't see my head shaking. My head really shaking. So I'm when you hit the blunt, cause you barely getting shit. Man, look, motherfuckers hit my blunts and cough up a lung. They cough up a lung because you see the end of that and the end of that. It's weed all the way through. Man, I ain't doing no bongs. I am not doing no bongs. Man, look. I told y'all right. I used to fuck with the Asians. I used to fuck with the Asians, right? I was kicking it. I was with my white partner, and I bumped into an Asian that I knew from school. He actually gave me a ride home. No, actually, I gave him a ride home. So he invited me and my white partner to come smoke with him and his partners later that night, right? So when we pull up. It's hella Asians on the porch. It's like 20 Asians on the porch, right? And they all around this bong. They all around this bong. And they got this tray. And they chopping. They chopping. They chopping up cigarettes, right? They chopping up cigarettes. And they mixing it with the weed. and putting it on the bong, right? When they put the motherfucker on the bong, I hit the weed, right? I damn near threw up. I was like, man, this shit, because at first I didn't know. Man, when I hit it the first time, oh shit. Oh, I damn near, man, look, that shit fucked me up. But I wasn't 100% positive because I'm like, they can't be mixing this with the weed. They can't be mixing tobacco with the weed. That just don't make sense. Why they gonna do that? They fucking the weed up. So I'm not thinking they're gonna do that at all. So the first time I did it, I hit that motherfucker. Just pictures hitting a blunt hella hard. Not a weed blunt. I'm talking about some tobacco blunt. Picture hitting one of the motherfuckers hella hard. That's what it felt like through a bone. I was like, oh no. So then they talked me into doing it again. Then I bust out. What I did is I bust out my blunt hella quick. Boom. I was rolling my shit. I'm like, yeah, the blunt cool, y'all. I'll get passing around. They hit the blunt, but they go back to fucking with this bong, right? So the next day I hook up with the Asians that brought me there. We go to their house. They doing the same goddamn thing. They chopping up this motherfucking tobacco with this motherfucking weed. And I'm telling them, nah, man, I'm not trying to do this shit. Man, give me mine straight. So so they started giving me mine straight. So the next day I came over, man, why the fuck did I do that shit? I threw up. All I had in my stomach was a 7 Up. When I did that little chop shit, man, I threw up that whole 7 Up. Man, I was dry heaving in that motherfucking bathroom. Man, that shit was nasty. I don't know why they was doing that shit. That's the real shit. Hey, shout out James Coker. Man, shout out, man. I appreciate that super chat. Appreciate that super chat. Hey, if y'all don't know, that the Cash App is kind of what I prefer, man. The Cash App is kind of what I prefer because YouTube got this thing, right? Where I got money from Super Chat I haven't not even seen. Like I don't know where it is or nothing. I know I made way more than YouTube paid me. I know I made way more than YouTube paid me. So therefore, me personally, I prefer the Cash App if you can. If you can. If not, don't even trip. Man, I appreciate all donations, but it's man. If you do, you do. If not, it's all good. We chilling. I throw up. I throw up too easy to be fucking with a ball. Real talk. I throw up too easy. I threw up in the last week. I threw up twice. In the last week, I threw up twice. Both times I was smoking. I've been lucky that I haven't threw up on no live. I've been lucky because I know the Dirty Nation go crazy. Dirty Nation go crazy. Y'all, if y'all don't know, see it's 60, y'all. Y'all don't know, I got a tattoo on my back, right? An alien. Man, they want to see the alien so bad. They paid me. They paid me a cash out to see the alien on my back, and they rode me for like a week. Every time I go into a motherfucking connected, there's a group. There's a weed grower named Alien Labs. Alien Labs. Every time I see that damn alien, I be thinking, damn, they got on my little alien on my back. They really got on him. Gravity bomb. Ooh. Hey, I just been paying attention to like UK rappers right now. Hey, UK rappers, they be bussing. There's one called like Losi, a UK rapper. That motherfucker go crazy. I like Stormzy too though. Hey, hold on. All bullshit to the side, man. I shout out to all my subscribers. Shout out to all my subscribers for allowing this live to get the high views that it did, man. I appreciate that because y'all don't know, or maybe y'all do know, but Dirt ain't never had this many people checking Dirty out. That's what's up. Cause there was a time where this shit was getting to be like pressureful. It was pressure doing this shit. Like, damn, I gotta come on it. I gotta come on and I'm like, damn, I ain't got no weed. My background looking fucked up. They talking about my background. My merchandise I ain't got it yet. So it was a journey to get. No, no, it was higher. It came down to 62. But it's all good. What's up, Jay Nava? Man, hey, hey, you know what? I'm not gonna address that one, Herb. I ain't gonna do it. That's the thing, man. I've been doing me for a long time. Whether y'all know it or not, all these new prison channels, I was one of the first ones to do it to tell stories strictly. Like Herc was interviewing people, but I was the first prison channel that I know of to tell stories and make it sound and make it cool. Just other but the powers that be, like certain people have certain followings, so they're able to take what I did and spin it off and do what they do. No shot, no shade to nobody. But truthfully, if you look at how long I've been doing it, my channel predates all these other prison channels. All of them. Yeah. But when's the first time you heard of 1090 Jake? I know about 1090 Jake though. I got nothing against him. I've been trying to holler at him. Kind of. Hey man, I am not gonna do an X-rated story. It's gonna be a good day. It would be a day like this where the viewers is up and the cash app is at like 100 or the super chat like $100 or something. Then I'm gonna be like, oh, I got to reach, I got to dig and find something for y'all. But man, for that I'm not gonna waste that video or that verbiage because I know people want to hear it. I might make that motherfucker the detox album. Huh, shout out Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah, I peeped Big Lance on the yard. I reached out to him, but I'm just saying. See, that's the thing, Sweet Swallows. Yeah, Super Chat, man. YouTube on some foul shit. YouTube on some foul shit. That's the thing. Y'all be wanting to make these channels and y'all think it's profitable, but hell no. YouTube be on some bullshit ass shit. Uh, Enzo, yes. But just like YouTube is, I mean, people, ideas get snatched. And that was an idea of mine, and somebody suggested it to somebody else, and they went that direction, more power. It's all good. I've been trying to connect the West and the East. Who better to do it? Who better to do it? Man, look, I'm going to tell you something about Dago. Something I didn't know until went down south and was in a cell with somebody from San Diego. If you look in the CD case of somebody from San Diego, you are, especially a Skyline, you are most likely gonna find a Mac Dre CD. You are gonna find a Mac Dre CD in most dudes from San Diego in a CD collection. Now, I had no idea. No idea until I went down. That's what I mean about understanding other people's culture and understanding the influence your culture has on other people. I had no idea they was slapping Mac Dre in San Diego that tough. Yes, they was. It's all good, Boosie. But you know what? I've been doing me. I've been doing me for the longest. But I know what? The energy, yeah. I've been reluctant to. I'm gonna give you an example of why I haven't reached out. There's a guy out there who wanted me to interview on his channel, right? But he wanted my message. He wanted me to say what my message was. So like average people message like I want to do like I want to do promote positivity and I want to help the kids and save the world, right? I told him that's not my message. My message is I tell my stories, I talk my shit, and I share my little experiences, and I hope that through my experiences, people can decide not to follow the mistakes that I made and learn from it. Not and then I also explained to him that when I was in maximum security, juvenile hall, Sacramento, right? They had they had like a talk group, like people cut like a quote unquote scared straight people coming in to talk to us and deter us and make us change our lives. But the sad fact of the matter is most of us that was in maximum security juvenile hall, we was done. We was done. So there was the what you gonna tell us? Change your life, don't go to prison. We already on our way to prison. We already on our way to prison. So all this scared straight they talk about change your life didn't mean shit. The only person that stood out to me was a person that was like, look, man, when you get to the pen, find your peoples. You gonna be all right. Don't even trip. You gonna be all right. I said, so it ain't people in there getting they booty took or nothing like that. Like they ain't getting raped. He said, hell nah. He said that shit ain't going on. He said, man, that shit was like in the '80s or something. Ain't nobody getting raped in prison like that. He was like, look, little blood, you gonna be good. You gonna be good. And there was a football player, there was a radio personality, and there was a dude that was in a group home that I was in when I was young. That he was the house director. He was there, and he brought his brother who had just got off of parole that was in the pen. That dude that went to the pen, he the motherfucker that influenced me the most. He the one that I remember. So my approach is this: I just tell it how it is, and then let you decide. I don't gotta get on here and preach, be like, change your life. That's not my thing. So because of that, I refuse to go on his channel. I'm not changing my message or my method. That's why I ain't went on that channel. Now I could be hella fake and be like, yeah, come on, yes, let's interview, guy. Come on, let's do this. All the while not filling your channel. So, hey man, it is what it is. Nope. Shout out 23 and 1. We just ain't connected yet, but trust me. My thing is this. If dirty is popping enough, they'll come to dirty. If dirty is popping enough, eventually they'll come to dirty. I just need to stay consistent at what I'm doing because eventually they'll notice. Prison breakout. I don't know. There's other ones, man. I be seeing them, but like the Lance on the Yard, I like him, but I have a feeling like he's like a baby West, but he's still like he seem more like the white boys I'm used to. Michael J said he found me on accident. I feel you, bro, but when I say energy, sometimes your delivery be lazy, but you do Perfect real shit. See, that's the thing. My delivery is lazy. That's my delivery. Like that's it. That's how I look. When I'm loaded, I talk a certain way. Right now, this must be some sativa because I am up. But nah, man, if I'm high, because it used to just be, you got to understand what I was going through. And you're speaking on a lot of my older videos. You're speaking on a lot of my older videos. But you got to understand what I was going through. I was bunkies with my wife who's constantly in my head. Fact, man, we at war. And at the same time, I'm trying to stay dedicated to a channel. Dedicated to a channel that I'm not making nothing from, that I just feel committed to share and get my stories out. So therefore, a lot of times I was by myself. I'm out in the elements. I'm on the side of buildings. I'm outside my car, and it's just me. So I felt, dude, why I'm gonna be hella loud and animated out here? Or I was in a park, so why I'm gonna be hella loud and animated? I could just talk. I could just talk. But see now it's a little different. It's a little different because back then I was climbing and I'm still climbing. But I finally achieved something from that climbing back then. Back then I was at 300 subscribers, 350 subscribers. And you know what? I was talking to them 350 subscribers like they was 350,000 subscribers. I'm gonna tell you, this is how. This paper right here is a name of all. I just found this. This paper hella old, but I found this paper with the names of the people that I wanted to give a shout out to, and a lot of them was my early subscribers. Look, look, Herb Dizzle, Herb Dizzle. See, that just tell you that Herb been around for a long time. Herb been around for a long time. Look, Technique 82, Pistol Boy, Jose Rivos, G Cervantes, Forged by Fire. Man, it's hella Scott Atkins. Sandman, look. Y'all wanna know how far Sandman go back? Look, Sandman. Sandman go back hella far. Yeah, anyhow. That's right, man. I appreciate y'all, man. This been one of the best. This been one of the best like lives that I had, man. Thank y'all. Appreciate that. I want to try to keep this momentum going, but I'm only gonna go live like one time a day, and it'll probably be like around this time because now I see that I can hit more people. What time is it anyway? It's 9:09. We've been on an hour. So like 8 o'clock, between 7 and 8 o'clock, my time is live time right there. That's peak time right there. So we gonna tap in again. So tomorrow, have your blunts ready, have your utensils ready, and we gonna get popping. I just blew 3 blunts with y'all, but I bought 2 packs, but I gotta save me a blunt for later. I just ain't gonna let y'all just smoke me out, shit. And then I got other things. But other than that, man, I appreciate y'all. Fuck with the Dirty Nation. Tell your partners, tell your friends, tell them tap in. I'm going to keep these stories going. If y'all got a story y'all want to hear, let me know. Other than that, Dirty Weather. Gone.